Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. I have some unfortunate news. I recorded 3.5 hours of footage without my mic being turned on. So instead, I cut it down to 45 minutes, and now I'm doing a voiceover after the fact.
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have come. I can barely handle everyday life, let alone a...
That's right, we're up against Bernie and the great Ferdinand von Eyre. Bernie, what happened to your hair?
Stay at Garrett Mock. No way! I do not want to be there when my father shows up.
Poor Bernie.
Then why not request a transfer for the Western Front? The Aryan Road is infamously impregnable. You would have been quite safe stationed there.
And risk running into Lady Rhea? She's even scarier.
I genuinely wonder what legion of events led Bernie to join a soldier academy.
Progress thus far, but Deirdre is finally in sight. If we can take the city, our mission will be complete.
So I did complete all of the side missions up to this point. I had done a fair bit of fiddling with the party.
I don't know what we would have done.
It went well, honestly.
Sounds like there's no point trying to delay them anymore. We need to pull the entire army back to Deirdre immediately. Hilda, send word to Duke Goneril and apprise him of this situation.
Hi, Hilda.
It seems the repairs to the strongholds and gates have been completed, and all according to your specifications.
We actually got it done in time, huh? All that's left is to get our troops in position and our defenses will be ready.
Claude's got a
The
plan.
Imperial army is practically at our doorstep. You should all head...
I also took Marianne and Lysithea on expeditions, but I did not do as well with them as I did with Claude. Which honestly surprises me, because I would have sworn I know Lysithea better than any other unit in this entire game.
Never thought I'd see the day.
If you can just get us through this fight, I'll be able to turn the tables. Don't let me down.
Alright, Claude, we're gonna trust you.
Who do you think I am, boy? You've got nothing to worry about.
You've just got to believe in your friends, Claude. If anyone can do this, it's us.
That's what I'm betting on. Now let's win this.
So, fun thing about this mission, I actually failed it twice before I succeeded. And it is all because of that base up in the top left. Yeah, it did not go well. But that's okay, because I edited it down. This was my successful attempt. I have significantly more experience, and I am substantially more competent in being able to reliably order my troops and make things work. This is actually the first time I've gotten the chance to really just sit back and review my footage of this game. And I gotta say, it looks really fun. It really is. All in all, though, it really doesn't look like this is a good stage for Quill right now. You do notice I have disadvantage markers everywhere on the map. Mostly for Cavaliers. Yeah, mounted units were a real pain in the ass this level. But that's okay. Because I went into this with a big plan. One that I had learned painfully over my failed attempts. I learned, first of all, prioritize the base captains over other easily killed units. Getting the base captains means that I have soldiers on the ground to support me. Now, Hilda actually has an advantage against these lance-wielding cavaliers. So, I basically use her to try and hold defenses, and my plan on this attempt was to capture as much territory as I could on the other side of the bridge in order to reduce the number of forces coming in. The reason for this was because I wrongly thought that the reason I was failing this mission was because one of those 3 forts on the northeastern side of the map was falling without me realizing it. When in fact, it was the area in the northwest falling that was the real problem. As you can see, however, by this point, I was done dealing with the bullshit from these cavaliers. So instead, I decided that I was going to kill all of them. We got enemy forces are in the port town now. So, I have to protect my base, and now we've got Hilda up against these cavaliers. She really dishes out just ridiculous amounts of damage against these things. We've got Raphael and Marianne there backing her up. The plan was very simple. Capture this area, and in the meantime, I had everybody else go and handle the other mission. If I had been more clever, what I would have done is immediately shadow slide Quill over to that base, where I could have handled the ambush immediately. Oh, wait.
Not a problem.
No, I did not do that with Quill. Okay. I was still focused on capturing these 2 strongholds down here. I knew that Hilda was perfectly capable of getting one entirely on her own. Mostly because she just did before I even finished that sentence. Yeah, I got really, really sick of these damn cavaliers. I wanted them to suffer, and I was very, very happy to make them suffer. Plus, that special is just so satisfying to watch. Now that we've captured that territory, I can move everyone to defense. I actually very nearly lost this one as well, because I hadn't... it was only right about... I don't think I even have realized yet that that's the territory that I risk losing. But I also know that there's a thief that's about to spawn, and I want to make sure that I capture it. There goes my shadow slide.
Take a breather.
Come on, come on, come on. Go, Quill! Go, 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 go! I can't remember if I hit the base captain along the way, but... I think this is when I realized which territory was actually the problem. And that's why I started to panic.
We need reinforcements.
This is when I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this wrong the entire time. Alright, there goes the thief.
Plenty of treasure here, right for the taking.
That is such a fun finisher. Hilda, this is the perfect time to loot. Run!
We can't hold out any longer.
God, Lysithea looks so good when she runs like that. Meanwhile, Hilda's job is to intercept the thief.
Yeah, let's do this. Don't worry.
And it's all gonna get a lot easier once I take out this base captain. Go, Quill! Go, 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 go! Keep running with your sword out! Yeah, the Stronghold captain was already 4/5 dead by the time I actually showed up to support. This was very nearly another failure, simply because I wasn't paying attention to the names of the strongholds. That was something I only realized I could do on the map this very level. Oh, come on, Ferdinand, you can't do anything. But here, I already know that I have to stop those invading troops.
We're putting up a good fight, but we're one step behind. There's gotta be a way to turn the tables. Wait, that's...
Hell yes! New character. It is Holst, the big brother of Hilda.
I shall deliver Deirdre from the hands of the enemy.
He has come to render aid. Also, he has triple advantage against these things.
Not that I'm complaining, though.
I think that's triple. Is that triple or is that quadruple? Whatever. The point is, Holst is ridiculously good at knocking out these Wyvern Riders. Here I'm looking for that base captain, and I can't see him. But alas, the enemy has even more tricks up their sleeve.
We shall blast a hole through their defense line.
So now I'm also having to deal with AoE damage fields like that.
Isn't there any way to stop them?
Yes, all I have to do is capture the strongholds.
We're able to move the ships now.
Nice work. If we bring them this
Holst is a sword master class. The first of the intermediate job classes I've had access to. And then yet another character arrives. We have Balthus from the DLC. Luckily, I had previously gotten the stratagem that allows me to recruit an enemy general.
Wait, isn't that Baldy? What's he doing fighting for the...
To be fair, we never really get a good answer to that question. Alright, the thief's been taken out. And this is what I'm realizing, oh shite, there's still a brigand fighting at the stronghold captain.
I've got this.
Run! Run back and fight! Defend! Defend!
Please, excuse me. I'm not sure... I'll
Yeah,
be
I
able
sent
to
a lot of folk. I did not want to mess this up.
stop that.
Meanwhile, Holst is just trying to do this. This is another strategy I had purchased earlier. We were able to make a bridge using the ships in order to connect the northwestern and the southwestern portions of the map. Which definitely made this a hell of a lot easier to stop the fire orbs. I keep getting more and more comfortable with the orders.
No one's taking this place alive.
I'll do my best to defend our
That's
position.
great, Marianne. You just do your thing, okay? But don't worry too much, because Quill's about to kill a man. Or a... Yeah. Quill has just killed another person. Now it's time to hit the fire orb.
I've got this.
Come on. You can do it, Holst. Holst, meanwhile, is going to continue dealing with these strongholds. He is exceedingly strong, and he has a lot of advantage against the enemies that I'm up against. That's one down. Hi, Hilda. Bye, Hilda. It's really cool that I'm already getting access to units that were not usable in Three Houses. Oh, silly little Balthus.
Keep this a secret from Holst, would you? Never mind. You're clearly gonna tell him.
You should be more careful about what jobs you take on, Balti.
And now I immediately panic. Someone's up there and they're fighting.
Defend with your life.
And I cannot afford to let that happen. Luckily, Quill can handle it themselves with the Shadow Slide.
Might be time for this. My turn.
Good job, Quill. Holst got another one. Claude got another one. One fire orb down. Now we just have one more to go.
I've got this.
Come on, come on, come
You
on.
managed to take out one of those weapons.
Whoa, is that Holst?
Meanwhile, Quill's gonna make sure that this brigand does not reach the stronghold.
Since we've had a serious fight. Come at me, Holst.
Go, 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 go! Yeah, I was very done with this level at this point. Fire orbs are down.
Oh my goodness. Now they can't bombard us anymore.
Sometimes I'll still see that stronghold flashing on the map, though, and it'll make me nervous. And then there has one more troublesome unit here, just waiting.
I want to
Go, go, go! And here I'm looking for Balthus, because I realized, did I not kill Balthus yet? Fortunately, it takes me a while to notice the giant blinking green circle on the map. It's really kind of fun in retrospect how many things you can miss when you're trying to pay attention to, you know, a dozen things. But you're not quite sure exactly which dozen things are the most important. That's another stronghold captured. There's the base captain. Those base captains are absolutely melted by Quill's attacks. I am so over-leveled for this. Also, I have my special ready, so... yeah, that's 49,000 damage. Why not? Still haven't quite noticed that green circle. Ah, there we go.
I've got this.
Alright, everybody move in. Go for it, Quill. My priority here is to keep all the enemies grouped up, try and break through their barriers as efficiently as I can. And it worked perfectly. And even Lawrence came to show up and, you know, demonstrate that not everyone in House Gloucester is a little coward.
Balti, just give up already. Why don't you join us instead?
I've got no right to choose now that I'm beat. Do whatever you want with me.
And that is how I recruited 2 new characters this level. But now that Ferdinand wants to get in on this, it might get a little bit rough. Also, you're gonna see some confusing moves in the later parts of this level. Just understand that basically I was under the impression that because Hilda had killed the thief earlier, that she was carrying a key for the chest. She was not. That thief did not drop a key, but I had failed to notice that at this point. I do have to say, though, I really like the boat bridge. It's a neat thing that they did. I'm curious, have there been times in history that people have actually done boat bridges like that? I know there's been tons of pontoon bridges and other water crossing maneuvers. I don't know if I've ever read specifically of a case where bridges were just latched together to form a bridge. Certainly someone has done it. But I don't know. It also seems like logistically there are simpler options. I do finally have a full awakening gauge, which is good. I could save it for the boss, or I could get my revenge on these Cavaliers once and for all. I lost. I hated fighting these things. I hated fighting them so much. They were so annoying. They were such a pain. It is tremendously satisfying to just eat them alive. Of course, then I realized, oh, I hadn't actually killed you. When this game says that you have an advantage or disadvantage against certain things, they frickin' mean it. The difference is very, very substantial. I would say it takes Quill at the least twice as long to kill the Cavaliers, where they have 1 tier of disadvantage. And yeah, just ignore that. I did not actually mean to hit that button there. But on the plus side, we have killed over 800 people.
Pretty good for a scrawny merc.
This was when I started trying to open the chest with Hilda. And then I figured, well, why not Quill? But I was confused because I wasn't getting the prompt to go and open it, like I'd seen in previous missions. And I didn't understand why. I'm flipping through my units. I'm wondering, well, wait, does someone else have the key for some reason? But I don't see any key icons. And I'm just very confused. Oh, hello, Base Captain. Would you like to die today?
All that's left is to take down the enemy general.
Switching it up.
So, we run in with Hilda. Send everyone to attack Ferdinand. Hi, Ferdinand.
I must not fail here. This is for the future.
Yeah. I get the feeling the Empire's gonna have a different future.
Some time, Ferdinand. Though I had hoped our next meeting would be for tea instead of battle.
Indeed. I would have much preferred trading barbs,
Take a breather.
not blows.
So, obviously Hilda can't open it. So, I figure, okay, well, maybe it defaults to my player character. Maybe Quill has to open it for some reason. I'm like, okay, no. And then I remember, wait, didn't I see a unit on the opposite side of the map with a key icon? Do I have enough time to go there, to get the key, and to bring it back before Ferdinand is killed by my entire army?
My turn?
I didn't know if I had time, but I knew I had to try. I had to do my best. I had to make the effort. A quick glance was showing that Ferdinand was definitely dying slow enough that I might be able to pull it off. But it was still quite nerve-wracking. I thought, along the way, should I kill a base captain? No. I don't know if I have the time. Go, 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 go. Do I fight the brawler? No, it's not them. It's that brawler. Luckily, I have this.
I've got you now.
Almost dead. And got it. But how am I doing? Do I have to stop my assault? And no. He's not even down by a third. I love this game. I really, really do. I was really disappointed when I realized that that I had messed up with the mic. It will not happen again. This is the first time, though, I've actually lost what was meant to be usable episodes on Switch recording, though. And even then, I only lost the microphone audio track. Everything else, this footage, is still perfectly usable. And I just knew that I could, do 45 minutes of voiceover. I sure as hell wasn't going to do 2.5 hours. And it worked out. I'm pretty happy with it.
I'll take over.
Lorenz actually has the Night Kneeler skill, which is specifically good against cavalry.
Skip my turn, you know.
But we're just throwing everybody's skills at Ferdinand.
Take a breather.
Come on, Holst, do your thing.
Expect greatness from me.
Admittedly, I'm very surprised at how much damage it actually takes to drop Ferdinand. He's clearly not dishing out enough damage to be, like, a significant threat to my gathered army. But it still takes a crap load to beat him. If I had to guess, I would say that there's probably some kind of a hidden stat adjustment in place that makes it very, very difficult to kill bosses without a player-controlled character present. Not impossible. I mean, he was definitely taking damage, but... well, you can see for yourself how fast he's dropping compared to before. And I decided to end with a nice touch of skill. Good! You beat Ferdinand. Now take him hostage. Take him hostage.
We must withdraw and regroup.
Don't let him do that. Cut the legs of his horse and take him hostage.
I want to hear those victory cheers, folks. They're probably planning a second assault after they regroup. But we'll see if that...
That's right, Claude still has his supposed plan. But what kind of a plan could Claude be planning?
The Imperial army is retreating.
Steady, Hilda. Don't get too excited just yet. We've only repelled the first wave of their assault. The Empire has been funneling a great deal of troops into Leicester since taking control of the Great Bridge of Murden. I expect they'll have plenty of reinforcements at the ready, fresh and fully prepared to fight.
That is true.
Sharp as ever, Holst. I was thinking the same thing. We're not out of the woods just yet.
But you still have your plan, right?
I believe it is high time you explain exactly what scheme you hold up your sleeve.
Just keep your eyes on the enemy and you'll know soon enough. Assuming the plan actually succeeds, that is.
At this point, I was wondering if Claude had some kind of secret weapon.
Enough with the theatrics. Do you truly intend to evade our questions, even now?
Well, if that's what our leader says, we'll just have to monitor the Imperial army.
No. That's not good enough. We need to know the situation in order to respond to the situation. Why are you being vague?
I don't get it. Why are you still being so tight-lipped about this plan?
Just keeping my promise to a certain individual who also happens to be the linchpin.
Then you shouldn't have said anything.
And Lawrence?
And this was when I realized what I think the plan was. Because there was still another player on the field. House Gloucester. If you remember, I had said that it would have been smart to put House Gloucester troops on the front line in the attack of Deirdre. And yet that didn't happen. So, if the Gloucester troops weren't integrated into the Empire's fighting forces on the front, where does that leave House Gloucester's considerable forces? Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, not...
It is crazy how many windows you have to go through every time you beat a level. Oh my, that's a lot of supports. We got Balthus. And we got Holst, who is a sword master. And here, the whole thing comes together.
All those who can fight, reform your ranks. As soon as we are prepared, we will launch another attack on Deirdre.
Another one? Why don't we just, wait for Count Berkeley's?
Our enemy is exhausted, while we have plenty of soldiers who are unharmed and able to fight. This is the most opportune
He is completely correct.
Lord Ferdinand.
Ah, General Ladislava. We've been waiting for you. Has Count Berkeley's arrived?
No, he has yet to depart the Empire. There has been some suspicious activity in southern Leicester that has made the Minister wary to proceed.
Suspicious activity, you say? Do we have any idea what the alliance...
I know what they're plotting.
Not to my knowledge, sir. As much as it pains me to say it, perhaps we should fall back until we know more.
And yet here we stand, on the precipice of victory.
General Ladislava, our scouts have returned.
And what do they report?
Gloucester soldiers have launched
Hell
an
yeah!
attack on the Great Bridge of Murden. We've lost
That's
control of the
right!
bridge.
Gloucester soldiers weren't on the
We
front.
anticipate that House Gloucester and or
They were
David's
still in the
forces will
rear.
soon seize the lands that belong to House Phlegethon.
The Empire's forces have now been cut in
Count Gloucester
half.
was deceiving us all along.
And no, I would not say Gloucester was deceiving us all along. Gloucester made a very cunning ploy,
Blundered right into an alliance
which
trap.
all but guaranteed that he would end up on the winning side of the battle.
Calm yourself, Bernard.
By doing this favor for
Leader must
Claude,
project confidence for the good of their soldiers.
Gloucester also
We shall begin an
has
orderly march to the
a
Great Bridge of
considerable
Murden at once.
favor now owed to them from Regan,
The enemy may
which
take
increases their
Stopping is
internal
not an
power.
option. We must maintain
However,
course for the Empire and let
this is
nothing
not
deter us.
without significant cost.
Understood.
Having now played the part of a double traitor in the course of maybe a few weeks, probably less than a month at most,
For now,
House Gloucester's reputation has
part of our
been
host makes it back to the Empire.
considerably affected on an international level.
I may not be able to
Claude
keep
now
promise to
knows
you
this
after
as
all.
well. And so, even though Gloucester may be the second most powerful house in the Alliance,
Looks like my plan went off without a hitch.
and even though some of their domestic power may have increased from this,
Surprise attack on the Great Bridge of
they are at a weaker position internationally,
Did you say?
and ultimately Claude is going to have more power on a global stage.
The bridge is once again under alliance.
It's politics on top of politics on top of schemes, all wrapped up in
He also
plans.
said that Count Ordelia is working with Count Gloucester to
Things
fortify
like
Southern
this
Leicester.
are why I love
Use
Fire
a false
Emblem.
surrender to draw the enemy into a disadvantageous
Because the
position.
wars actually
plan,
make
my lord.
some sense.
Yeah,
And I
basically.
love that.
Except that Count Gloucester wouldn't have acted if we hadn't won the
See,
battle.
and that line right there means that
That
it
was
was
a promise we made.
always,
Thanks to all of you,
it was
I held
always
up
Count
my
Gloucester's
end of
intention to stay on the winning side.
What's all that mean?
It
now?
was an excellent position.
They're saying that House Gloucester and
If it
House
looked like the
Ordelia
Alliance
really
would be
betrayed the
okay,
Alliance.
then he would strengthen his position
I hope you
within
can all
the
forgive me. I knew the whole time, but my
within the
father had sworn
Alliance.
me to secrecy.
And if it looked like the Alliance was going to fall, he would have a stronger position within the Empire.
Claude, why was I not?
And on top of that, if anyone turns on Count Gloucester now,
Your father made
since
this clear not to
Lorenz
take
legitimately
until it was
didn't
over.
know anything, Count Gloucester could make a reasonable claim that Claude held his son.
But it's also not
And
my
that
place to
might
speak.
have helped to mitigate any damage to his reputation on an international scale.
I'm sure this all
An
came as a shock to
excellent
you, Lawrence,
plan.
But there's no time to sulk. We need to move, and quick. If we don't surround and quash the Imperial army right away, this little plan will backfire, and Count Gloucester will be the
True.
one most vulnerable.
And unfortunately, the Empire still has more forces waiting to cross the
Allies at
bridge.
Great Bridge would be caught in a pincer.
Yep.
Who's this Count Birdley's person?
The Empire's Minister of Military Affairs. His house holds the territory on the opposite end of the Great Bridge. I've yet to face him on the battlefield myself, but he's regarded as the greatest warrior.
I'll bet he's like level 20.
I see where this is going.
Yes,
We need to move.
we need to surround
I
Ferdinand
hate to ask
and
this of you when
Bernadette's
you're still exhausted
troops
from the last battle.
and offer them
Need
terms
one
of
more
surrender.
push from each of you.
And if they do not accept, then we need to execute them all as quickly as possible. Otherwise, the situation is arguably even worse than it was before. Especially since we have now sacrificed much goodwill that otherwise might have existed if we did have to capitulate to the Empire.
At Deirdre, where they received word that Count Gloucester has rejoined the Alliance. It seems his disloyalty was all part of a decision.
It was a component. Again, he was going to come out on top either way.
Begins to retreat. Claude and his allies press forward, planning to surround them as they flee to Adrestia.
Good. Cut them off. It's unfortunate that we don't have the time to invest in starvation tactics. That would mean a much, much more reliable method of securing their defeat.
And the northern part of Gloucester lands. They're making a desperate attempt to march south, but Count Gloucester's persistent attacks have slowed their progress.
I would appreciate it if you could be more precise with your language. In fact, my father's tactics have halted the Imperial Army.
Which is excellent, although now it does give them an opportunity to fortify their positions. They will be moving slow. They're retreating with injured, and their logistics will not be in as good a position. But it probably would have been better to keep them moving as opposed to pinning them down to a fixed location. Allowing them time to dig in is only going to make it harder to defeat them, as opposed to, say, continuously harassing their edges with skirmishes.
We just have to herd the Imperial Army into Western Regan territory and stop them from moving any further
That's
south.
the idea.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Just remember that the enemy knows this is their last stand. We have to proceed with caution.
Yes, but they also know that ultimately, all they really need to do is buy time, and eventually the forces hampering them will be forced to disengage.
Ferdinand and Bernadetta are leading the Imperial
So,
Army, right?
if I had to guess Ferdinand and Bernie's strategy, it will absolutely be to dig in.
We may have been in different classes, but they're still our old friends from the Academy. Once our forces are in place, I plan to offer
Which is
them
entirely
terms.
appropriate.
But for now, we need to focus on driving their army into a corner.
You got it. I swear on these biceps,
I don't care what it takes. I am getting Bernie into my army.
I'm not convinced it's gonna be that easy. But I guess that's besides the point. We've got to get out there.
Yep.
You said it. Let's move out.
Meanwhile,
That Count Gloucester betrayed us. The Great Bridge has fallen back into enemy hands.
Now that our troops are trapped on Alliance lands, House Regan and House Gloucester have them surrounded on both sides. It's doubtless one of Claude's clever little stratagems, and it stings.
I don't understand. Everyone is aware of the troubled history between Regan and Gloucester. Why would they decide to
again,
bury the
they
hatchet now?
haven't buried the hatchet.
Unless the supposed
Gloucester
enemy
was
is
going to
little
come
more
out
than a
on
horse
top
spun from
in
zigzag
either
mud.
situation. It was exclusively to his advantage.
Not. For all we know, he wants us to overthink the situation.
Plus, I'll bet Claude's going to be a little hesitant to field Regan troops now, or to field Gloucester troops anyway. Which means that once this war is over, Gloucester's probably going to be one of the few powers of the Alliance left standing with a sizable military, further increasing their future political position.
To reach our isolated comrades before they are crossed.
Yep, Hubert knows what's up.
We cannot stand idly by while our allies are in danger. What are our
Panic!
options, Hubert?
Panic immediately.
I have already taken the liberty of engaging several promising mercenary companies.
Have you?
I directed them to covertly enter Alliance territory and provide reinforcements to Ferdinand.
Why was I not informed of any of this?
From the very beginning, I had my doubts about Ferdinand and his ability to lead out.
That was a good decision, Hubert. I mean, the mere fact he sent Ferdinand and Bernadetta to manage that army practically tells me that someone figured they were gonna screw it up.
It turns out that they are quite familiar with the terrain. I am confident that they will prove well worth the
But
cost
I
of
do
their
have
efforts.
concerns as to what mercenaries exactly he might have hired. If it's Geralt's company, that could be trouble. A lot of trouble. Well, that is it for the footage that I had recorded earlier but didn't have audio for. So let's move on to live commentary.
Let's talk.
Alright, Holst, we'll talk. Alright, and I am back to live recordings. What do you think, Arvod? Or Arval? Circumstances dictate how people act. As such, I believe things are about to get much more difficult for you. Though perhaps that will be a welcome change for a mercenary of your caliber. You will undoubtedly face the Ashen Demon again. I do hope you'll emerge victorious this time. Of course I will. What could possibly go wrong?
Excellent.
We have a new facility where you can research battle tactics. Oh. Studying is no substitute for real-life experience, of course, but it should still prove useful. Take a look when you have the chance. A new facility. Here we research the latest and greatest tactics ever to grace the field of battle. If our findings pique your interest, I would be delighted to assist you. How about it? Really? Enhance your unit's battle proficiencies. Oh! Oh, that's a good facility to have.
My instruction comes at a high price.
Ooh. Ooh. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Facility. Allows a unit to gain a second warrior gauge. Ooh. Allows the unit to unlock the use of concoctions. Use of elixirs. Recovery item uses. Allows increase ability slots to 6. Ooh. Ooh, these are really good. Oh. Oh my god, these are really, really good. How much does that cost? Okay. Yeah, 500 gold for an additional warrior gauge. Hell yeah. Claude? I'll take it. Hilda? I'll take it. Lorenz? I'll take it. Raphael? Ignatz? God knows I got the money. I very much doubt I will fully upgrade everyone for every single thing on all the lists, but you know, at the very least having 2 warrior gauges is worth having for most people. This is the History of Fodolin. Actually, I'm going to review this real quick, because it's possible that the divergence between this timeline and the Three Houses timeline might be in the distant past. That all looks the same. Saint Saros. That's the same. Okay. Okay. Interesting. That book actually really doesn't make much mention of the events that I know to have occurred there, but nothing actually seems specifically different. Claude and Count Gloucester planned what would happen at the Great Bridge of Murden in advance. My father had little choice but to follow the Count's lead. House Ordelia has always been at the mercy of other nobles or the Empire. I wonder when my father will be able to live in peace. You know, eventually. Here, have an owl feather.
For me?
But now I do have several supports to get through. So let's see what people want to say. Lysithia, what do you want to talk about?
May I speak with you a moment?
Oh, yeah. I was just about to take a break. You need something?
Our relationship has been strained for a while, so I thought it was time to resolve our issues.
Yeah, I called her a kid and it didn't go over very well.
Yes, at least I felt that way ever since the incident.
Ah, yes. The incident. Yeah, sure. The pastry incident.
Oh, you mean that time I found you hiding out and chowing down on some pastries?
No, definitely not that.
I didn't think anything about that. And I didn't tell anyone either.
No, she means the time that you called her a child.
That? Well, yes, there was that, but there was another, more defining incident. Remember?
Being called a child is her number one shit switch.
Yes, of course that's what I'm talking about.
Get over it.
That happened a long time ago. Has it really been eating at you
actually
ever
pretty
since?
sure that happened like a couple days ago.
Well, I mean, I was unable to maintain my composure and got rather aggressive with you over trivial details. I kept telling myself that I had to apologize, but I could never bring myself to do it. But now, I'm sorry.
Aw, you are sweet.
Well,
is that thing on your neck stiff? It looks uncomfortable.
I should have been more careful with what I said. Why does being called a kid upset you so much? If you don't think of yourself that way, then any comments of the kind should be like water off a duck's back.
Look, I'm a tiny bit younger than everyone else, and it doesn't help that I'm shorter too.
Yeah.
Plus, I do have somewhat of a baby face.
Yeah, but
really?
I mean, this made more sense at the academy when you were 15. You're 17 now. You're pretty much an adult by the standards of this society.
I think you're a very pretty young woman. You act real mature too.
Well done.
Oh no, I'm not really.
Oh, you are eating that up,
But most
Lysithia.
importantly, your skill at commanding troops puts all the real adults to shame.
That's a good thing to say.
Hold on. Real adults? So what you're saying is that I'm ultimately still just a child?
Oh my god, Lysithia, get over it.
I misspoke. What I meant was...
There you go, making excuses again. Now I know exactly what you think of me.
You need to get over this insecurity.
This conversation's going sideways again, isn't it?
It would seem so. Though, I suppose forgiving you would be the mature thing to do.
Hey, there you go. See? You are a real grown-up.
Oh my, why would you say that?
Something about this still rubs me the wrong way. But, oh fine. I just ask that you keep treating me like the adult I am.
I'm leading you into battle and you are commanding troops. clearly I am not treating you as a child. Lorenz and Marianne. They do make an interesting pair, don't they?
My, if it isn't Marianne, how is the fine maiden today?
Oh, Lawrence. I'm alright, thank you.
Off to the chapel again? Your devotion never ceases to amaze me.
Yes, I am.
Tell me, do you regret taking part in this war?
An interesting subject.
I was surprised to hear you were joining our forces, so if you are overexerting yourself for whatever such reason...
I'm not, and I wouldn't say I regret it either.
Yeah, she's just not as big on murder as the rest of us.
I had no other choice.
Ah.
When the Officers' Academy shut down, my adoptive father insisted I join the army. I wasn't given the opportunity to say no.
That's unfortunate.
I see. So it is by the will of Margrave Edmund that you're with us?
Yes.
I can only presume he did so as a show of his loyalty to the cause, considering he cannot make much use of his own soldiers.
I suppose so.
Yet, you do not seem entirely on board with the concept. Are you sure this is what you want? If need be, I would be glad to contact your father and sort this out for you.
Lorenz may be an ass.
I'm fine with this.
But he is an ass that has a heart.
Anyway. This is the only option I have. So please, just leave me be.
Marianne, we are living through an era of immense change. This great war has entangled the three eminent powers in Fodolin, and will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact on the continent at large. Leicester cannot stay the way it is now. No, it must not.
I agree.
Why are you telling me all this?
Listen carefully, Marianne. I believe this moment in time to be a wonderful opportunity for you to turn a new leaf.
Aww.
I too feel pressure to do the same, and I have spent my days reacting in kind. Why don't you and I welcome in this new era together as changed people?
They definitely lean a lot less in this game on Lorenz trying to,
I'm sorry.
you
I
know,
will continue to be as I always have.
curry favor with the
All
ladies.
I can do is pray.
But I would also assume this is because that is no longer his priority. When he was at the Officers' Academy, finding a potential wife from a noble family was a legitimate part of his reason for being there. And given that you graduate after a year, he had a relatively short time in which to do that. But here, he seems to understand that there is, you know, a much more important matter. And I respect that. We're gonna corner the enemy so they can't escape and then smash them. But they're gonna do whatever they can to get away, so it'll be a challenge to round them all up. I'm a big and burly type, you know. Dashing around isn't my strong suit. Oh, but Lorenz's dad is gonna be roughing him up too, right? That'll be a huge help. I think I want to see how the training is going. Hi, Leonie.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard rumors the Imperial Army recently hired some famous mercenary companies. And apparently one of them's already in Leicester. We could end up facing them at some point. What companies did they hire?
Hey.
Do you know which companies they hired? You're curious too? Yeah, unfortunately I don't know anything more than that. Wonder if it's... never mind, just talking to myself. Forget it. It's almost certainly going to be Gerald's. Let's do some training.
Can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Yes, it can. We're still trying to train what we currently have
Time to hammer
selected.
Captain Gerald's motto into your skull. Better to fight dirty and win Then play fair and lose.
That is absolutely correct when it comes to military
I refuse
thinking.
to learn such cowardly techniques. Do this lesson when I am not present, if you must.
Lorenz, this is a lesson you need to learn as well.
We are brimming with excellence.
Okay, Lorenz mastered the monk.
I am capable of so much more.
I had this tap.
Excellent, excellent.
Time to work you into shape.
Okay, Lorenz, we are going to train you as a priest.
Now you will see my...
You can hang out with Marianne. It'll be great. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I don't think I really wanted to train him. Or switch his class. Whatever. Hey, Hilda.
It's fun training with you.
Okay. So, Leonie has mastered the Pegasus. That is excellent news. Can she... Yeah, she can go, Wyvern as well, so... Yeah. We don't need her to become a Cavalier. It's actually still very useful to have people flying, but... Yeah, she can train that. In the meantime... I really can't afford just to constantly be spending all of my money to constantly,
Care to make yourself useful?
to constantly just level up. There are other things I need to consider. Maintaining equipment. How about Balthus and Holst? Those two can catch up.
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
What do you say to a little wager over who can get better results?
You have a gambling problem.
I'm fine with some friendly competition, but I'm not betting any coin. I won't be an enabler for your
Aw, Holst. Yeah, you thought exactly the same way I did. Good for you.
You did well, Balthus. I'm not giving you any money, but I'll at least hand out credit where it's due.
Aw,
Take a cold
Holst.
brew over praise any day. So what say you buy me a round instead?
We all must do our fair share.
That was sweet. Hello, Kitchen Master.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Let's cook. How about grilled beast meat with Raphael and Claude? Please tell me I can actually cook something right for once. Oh my god, I did it! I actually cooked something that's not terrible.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
Wow, that hit the spot. I'm so glad we're friends.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to have a friend who knows what I like.
I know everything you like. Oh, that's fantastic.
Whenever you're hungry.
I'm not going to go through all of the supports, all of my points right now.
Allow me
But
to
I
assist with any matters
do
regarding the facilities.
want to see You know what? Screw it. We'll
I
just
may be of further service.
go and do some levels. I'll just talk to Claude and then do it. I know everyone's exhausted, but it all comes down to this moment. Will we be able to subdue the Imperial Army and our borders before Count Berkeley's makes a move on the bridge?
I'm counting on you.
There's not a moment to lose. I'm counting on you, Quill. I'll reassure him. I won't let you down. This is exactly what you hired me for, and I'm gonna see this job through.
Thanks.
Just what I wanted to hear. Glad you're with us. Yeah, that's great. How about... No, not the blacksmith and the armorer. I want the supply master. Give me anything we picked up recently. Okay.
Everything has its use.
Alright. Let's check out the war map. Let's see what we're dealing with this time. Anna's shop! Occasionally, Anna's shop will appear on the war map. Anna will change locations each time you engage in a battle, so don't miss your chance to visit her shop. If you select a surveying spot where Anna is currently located, Anna will visit your camp and set up shop there for the duration of the current chapter. You can buy rare and precious items from Anna's shop! Okay, we know exactly where we are going. Oh, no, I can't actually reach those spots yet. I'm gonna have to fight for them. Okay. I understand. Then let's head to the Midwestern Midwestern Regan territory. Victory condition: defeat 500 enemies before the time limit expires. Okay. That doesn't sound too bad. Leonie, you are in Holst. You are a very high level. But you're also gonna get bonus XP today. Hilda... Yeah, Shamir. And then... Yeah, I think this is fair enough.
Let's earn our keep.
My bravery shall lead us to victory.
Excellent.
I'll do whatever it takes.
Hi, Monk. Yep, 500 enemies. Nope. Everybody get inside the air. Come on, come on, come on, Monk. Alright, that's one monk dead. I suppose if I really want to beat 500 enemies, I should probably focus on base fighting as opposed to individual units. Still, it's not to say that it's useless getting rid of these units. It definitely ensures that my allies can do their jobs more effectively. Alright. Who else? We've got a priest. Boy, that priest dies fast. Hello, priesty. And you're dead. Alright, enemy reinforcements. What are we at now? We're at 154 kills. What do we got up here? Base Captain. Yes. I'm going to wait until the side quest, if any, reveals itself before I use up my awakening. Keep going, Holst.
Still improving.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
I guess all that combat experience comes in handy.
Hello, fighter.
One slip,
Leonie. You're not in that much trouble. You're still doing okay. I believe in you, Leonie. Oh, can you now? Because it appears that you're dead.
Stand back. It's my turn.
Alright, Leonie. Yes, take out the stronghold, Captain. Good, 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 good. Excellent work, Leonie. Alright, we got heals. Come on. Come on, keep killing him. We're only at about 300. If I had to guess, I'd say the side quest will appear when we hit either... Yeah, 300 or 400. Yep, we got a commoner under attack. All units defend. Holst, if we could switch to you, I believe you have an advantage here. Excellent! Commoner saved.
Thank you. I'll repay you somehow.
Oh! Oh! Hell yeah! That wasn't just any commoner, that one was actually a fighter. Alright, rescind all orders.
Render them your aid.
How do I do that? Yeah, rescind all orders. Okay.
Your luck's run out.
Hello, fighter. God, he's so fast after using his special skill. Jesus. Not bad. Well, if we're that close to the end, then let's finish with style. Goodbye, level. Not bad.
Cheering for the others.
That was easy enough. I definitely want to find Anna's shop, though. Especially if she sells smithing stones. That would be my dream scenario. Yeah, I know. There's like 5 levels of after... Alright, we got an Iron Tome, intermediate seals. That's great. That's great. What I really need is the opportunity to start getting the more advanced classes.
That you, Claude? What are you doing in a place like this?
Good question.
Oh, hey. I'm not up to much. Just shirking my duties for a little bit.
Naturally.
Your plan's going well, huh? We've managed to corral most of the Imperial forces that are still in the Alliance.
Everything's moving like clockwork. At this rate, it won't be long before we've finished off the entire enemy force.
You don't sound too enthusiastic.
You don't seem too happy about it. Hasn't this whole war been unfolding exactly the way you thought it would?
That doesn't mean it's the way he wanted it
yeah,
to.
But it's not over yet. Unless we find a way to stop them, the Empire is going to make another play for the Great Bridge of Murden. And when that happens, we'll be taking on Count Bergliez himself. It'll be a brutal fight, no matter how many angles we try to play. And even if we pull it off, what then? Do we invade the Empire or just stay on the defensive? We don't know what's going on with the Kingdom and the Church, and the Almirans could decide to drop in on us again at any time. There are limits to how far I can map things out, but the Alliance won't survive unless I account for every possibility. I'm dancing as fast as I can here, but there's no end in sight, and these feet are starting to get tired.
We'll get through it together.
You don't have to shoulder all that weight by yourself. I'm sure we can figure out a plan if everyone puts their heads together.
Yeah.
Now, there's an idea. Hey, would you be willing to hash it out with me?
Me? Oh, I'm not sure there's anything all that useful knocking around in my head.
There absolutely is.
Speak for yourself.
It's
I,
called being
for one,
level
have
22.
Plenty of wisdom to share. Perhaps I should grant you some?
Actually, that might be exceedingly
I probably
helpful.
won't be much help. But on the off chance I do get a flash of inspiration, I'll be sure to let you know.
Excuse me? I've placed myself at your disposal, yet you claim there's only an off chance that I'd have a good idea? I'd appreciate a little more credit.
You know, I'm really glad you're the one who hired me, Claude. You've got vision. You think about all these things that never even occur to me. Plus, I know you'll always pay me on time.
Hell yes.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence. Sorry to make you listen to all my griping. But you know what? I feel a bit better now. Maybe it's not such a bad thing to let it all out now and then.
It's not. And
Well,
don't
if
try
all
to
you
be
need
the
is someone to
only
vent
person
to,
in this
I'm
army
here.
thinking up plans,
I'll give
okay?
you a real good rate on it.
Wait, you're charging me for this? You mercenaries sure know how to bleed a guy dry, don't you?
Okay. We're making a play for Anna. After we have some units go bathing. Let's see. What is the most absurd combination of people I could send bathing together? Ignatz and Shamir. Please. Basic. Okay. Let's move in. The southwestern region. An Imperial camp has been discovered. Attack it and gather whatever intel on the enemy that you can. More importantly, we're going to get Anna. Anna? Defeat the fighter and other enemies. Okay. So it's defeat the strong enemies then. Claude is in. Marianne is in. Who's actually going to have a lot of advantages? Raphael actually has a lot of good advantages here. And then Quill can make a play for the south and then head west.
Let's earn our keep.
Fair enough.
Everyone ready? Yeah, you can count on me and my muscles.
I just completely filled my awakening gauge. Monk, please get out of my way. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Stronghold Captain.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
There we go. Ooh, okay. Really? I have an advantage against an armored knight. That surprises me. There we go. Okay.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Area captured. Let's roll. Alright, that's another one down.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
I'm pretty sure I already killed you.
I beg of you, help!
Okay, we got a commoner under attack. No problem whatsoever. I have an awakening gauge. And now everyone is gathered up. And now every single person who is standing over here is dead.
Wait,
That is so stupidly satisfying. I think I just killed that base captain in 2 hits. Come on, fighter. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm basically doing okay. Defeat the messenger within the time limit, okay? Gotcha. Looks like I have a new target.
Don't mind if I do.
No. You need to get there very, very fast. Move, 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 move. Who leveled up? Good work, Claude. Go, 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 go. Get in there, drop a special. Okay. Go, 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 go. Oh! We actually got...
I will bring you down for the future of the Empire.
He's a Burgleys. Fascinating. Okay, main mission has changed.
I've got it.
Alright. I've got less than 1 minute to defeat this messenger, per the quest.
Mercenary who ever lived.
Done.
Could not suppress the enemy attack. How shameful.
I agree it was like shameful.
I'm sorry.
Your forces kind of
We
suck.
weren't strong enough.
Alright, first target, base captain. Second target. And my special is ready again.
I've got you now.
Goodbye, Randolph. Tell Burgleys I'm coming for him next.
We won! Wish I could have got a few more hits in, though.
Oh, that was satisfying.
I'm getting stronger.
Not bad.
Gotta get...
More importantly, I can access Anna's shop. If the unit you are controlling has an adjutant assigned and uses combat arts and magic, the adjutant may learn the same combat arts or magic. Conditions. The combat art or magic must be level 3, and they must have at least a C. The active unit must have learned the combat art or magic as a class bonus. It has to be something they couldn't learn on their own. Really? Oh.
Another trick up the...
That is interesting. That is very interesting. Anna! Shopping, 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 shopping. Oh, did you need something from my sup? Sorry, but I can't open it up here. Mind if I set up shop in your camp? You won't regret it. My goods are the best kept secret for miles. Okay. So, she's got a shop in my camp for this chapter. Alright, we've got intel on the enemy. We saved civilians for some basic upgrading material, which is excellent. Raphael wants to go on an expedition. Well, I think that sounds wonderful. But what I have really been after is Anna's shop. Please tell me you sell either smithing stones or things that I can use to upgrade my facilities.
Well, hello there.
Oh, she sells smithing stones. Only,
is that the one?
Okay, she only has 3. That's fine.
Is that the one?
She does have stat items.
Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one?
Honestly, I'm just gonna buy her entire stock. In any chapter where I can access Anna, I should just buy her entire stock.
I carry a little of everything here. Hope to see you again soon.
Did we collect anything from this last? Oh, right. Yeah, we grabbed a few things.
Everything has its use.
That's useful. Let's check the facility expansions before we go.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
The training grounds. I could upgrade any one of these. Actually, I can upgrade 2 of them. Then let's go for classes that use tomes and classes that use axes. Really? I can still do more. Oh, right, because I had 30. Okay. In that case, spears. Yeah, spears, swords, axes, tomes. Then... Ooh... I can get 2 of these. Better healing items. And more frequent healing items.
Let me know if I may be of further service.
Okay, more rewards.
How'd it go?
We got a bullion. Fair enough.
Any result's a good result.
Now that I have gotten some stuff unlocked, Quill needs to stop being a mercenary now. I think being a thief will serve you just fine for now. Raphael is still a brawler, but has solidly mastered that class. Lysithea mastered Mage. No real reason to worry about switching her at this time. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Alright. Let's go find Raphael. Yeah, it's time for an expedition. We're gonna have a great time. Have an owl feather.
This is for me?
Let's do this.
Hey, what are you doing over here? Oh. My muscles have been waiting for this.
Alright. I have to believe that I can do this without messing it up. My date with Claude went great, but it did not go so good with Marianne or Lysithea.
There's really nothing here.
Yeah, that's great. Let's talk. Okay.
I got a letter from my little sis the other day. It wasn't about anything important, but I was still happy to get it.
That's good. Write a reply together.
Thanks.
Okay, question. I want to know about your family.
I want to make this world a place where my little sis can live however she wants. That's why I'm fighting.
Do I want to be impressed or applaud it? I'll applaud it.
I gotta do this.
I get the feeling Raphael likes more assertive expressions. What about your fighting style?
Too much thinking hurts my head. I'd rather get out there and punch stuff.
Laugh. Let's laugh together. Damn it. Damn you, Raphael.
That all for today? Well...
Still, support points are support points, I guess. Alright. One more support, and then I'll take care of all the facility stuff before I start the next episode. Quill and Raphael.
Hey, how's it going? You been getting enough food?
Definitely. I'm eating way better than I was back in my mercenary days.
You didn't eat so good, huh?
I spent most of my time moving from place to place, so I had to manage on my own. I'd just fling whatever I could get my hands on into a pot. Can't say any of it ever tasted too great.
Aww.
Wow, I'm surprised you could even live like that. And you never stayed at an inn?
That's an unnecessary expense.
Sometimes, if one happened to be nearby and I had a little extra money lining my pockets. But I never really felt like the food there was any better.
Oh no.
Sounds like you were at all the wrong places then. Nothing fun about a bad meal, I always say. That's why I want my inn to be known far and wide for its delicious food.
Oh, Raphael, you are a
I was actually
treat.
hoping to do some cooking out here too, so I could hone my craft. But I don't think it's going so good. You want to know why?
Probably because he thinks everything tastes good.
If I had to guess, it's because you think everything tastes good no matter what.
Hey now, I know the difference between regular old grub and the kind of stuff that gets your mouth watering. See, all the meat and fish we've got in the pantry is preserved.
Oh.
Fresh stuff. Nothing you make's gonna have people hollering for more.
That makes sense.
You think? But there are dishes from all over the world that use ingredients that are on the verge of going bad.
That is true.
You sure that isn't because they don't have a choice?
That is likely how
I'm
many
no
of
expert,
those
but I bet it can make a
recipes
nice cut of
first
meat
developed.
Even more savory, depending on how you prep it.
Huh. Maybe we can
I
make
haven't
some
tried
more
many of those
from
based
one
on
of those
meat
places.
dishes.
Not to mention, there are other ways of preserving food, too.
Maybe you just need more salt.
You mean besides dumping salt on everything?
Ah, okay, you
I'm
have
sure
been
you
doing
know about
that.
smoking your food, right? Things will keep for even longer if you do that after you cure them.
Yep.
Yeah, but I heard that makes meat all smoky and gross. Kind of defeats
Oh
the
my
point
god,
for
you
me.
poor man! Smoked meat is
I think it depends on how you
delicious!
do it and what kind of wood you use. Apparently, it's really good if you do it right.
Oh my god, properly smoked meats
Wow,
are
You sure know a
amazing!
lot about this stuff.
My mercenary days showed me more about the world than I could have ever imagined. I only really remember bits and pieces, though.
There's nothing strange and mysterious about my
Be so
past.
modest. I can't wait to get back in the kitchen with these new ideas you gave me. Hey, speaking of ideas, you want to help me think up some recipes with the stuff we've got here?
I'm not so sure me and cooking mix. But yeah, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
Aww.
That's the spirit. I know we'll come up with some feast-worthy food if we just put our heads together.
That was really fun. I think that's all I'm going to do for now. I'll do some training, some camp activities, some management in between episodes, and I will see you all on the next one.